looks like meat.
It does.
So the smoked watermelon, the trend, started at Duke's Eatery in New York. Now they're, I guess, like a barbecue, smoked meat place, and they decided that they wanted to do something interesting, vegetarian. We're just gonna see if we can get as close as we can. So let's get going. First thing first, let's clean up this watermelon. So to make our brine, it's really simple. We have 1 heaping cup of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 2 tablespoons of coriander, fresh oregano, and now this is the one that's a little weird ingredient. For the last few hours, I have been making oak wood ash. I had a little bit of oak, dried oak, burned it, and then made about a tablespoon of this ash. So this is the brine. We're gonna let this cool down for just a minute before we put everything together. So in this cooler, I have it about halfway filled with water, and I had about a pound of ice in there. It's all melted. This water is freezing cold. Let's go ahead and get this guy in here. So that's pretty much it. We've made our brine. This is gonna go in the cooler. We're gonna keep this in the cooler for the next few days. Okay, we'll come back in a few days. We're gonna pull this out and smoke it. So it's been a few days. This guy's been in the brine, brining up, getting all of those brine flavors. I'm gonna pull the watermelon out and put it on the smoker. There it is. This guy's been brining the watermelon ham. So supposedly this is gonna dry up pretty nicely and shrink down. So let's get it outside and get it in the smoker. So we got the watermelon in the smoker. We're gonna let this go with some apple wood for about the next 6 to 8 hours. I'm gonna be checking on it, but it should develop a nice leather skin on the outside. Because of that oak wood ash. We'll see if it happens. Fingers crossed. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, first things first, we're gonna score this to make it kind of resemble more of a ham. And then we're gonna put it into a cast iron skillet. It does have like a skin to it. I'm okay with the look of that, I'll be honest, I'll tell you. I'm gonna put about, well, I'm just gonna make sure the entire bottom has olive oil on it and let that warm up. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this juice that was smoked all day, kind of give it some more of that flavor, and let's let this guy go for a little bit. Yeah! That is just amazing. It's unbelievable to me that this started its life as a watermelon. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna cut this thing. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Let's see if it looks like ham. Now, some people have said that it kind of looks like prime rib, like really raw prime rib, and it kind of does actually. Look at that. I mean, look at that. How insane is this? It's the texture. I can't get over that texture.
Yeah, it's a different texture. It's almost like thicker.
Yeah.
It's like a thicker.
It doesn't have the. I know it is. It's weird.
This is
weird.
I can't figure this out.
Yeah, it's odd, and it does. I mean,
It looks like meat. I mean, look at the veining.
Yeah, it looks like meat.
It does.
I was really excited about it tasting like ham and having that like chewiness of ham, but it doesn't. It's real soft, really, really soft. We've been describing it, but it's indescribable. There's nothing else like it. I keep eating it.